Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mr. Ko channel, and today we're going to review Parfum Satori and her signature 5 perfumes, so stay tuned. Okay, so today we're going to take a look at the Japanese niche perfumery house named Parfum Satori. So a quick data of Parfum Satori: the owner is Mrs. Osawa Satori, Satori Madam, and it is founded in Japan. Established in 2000 and her first collection released in 2003. A quick background of Madame Satori: she learned Kado, the way of Japanese flower arrangement, and also Sado, the way of tea, from the age of 12. And she has a master degree in both. She began learning perfumery from 1988 and established Parfum Satori in 2000. 9 perfumes out of her collection has been listed in the Perfumes Guide, written by Luca Trim. And out of the 9, 5 were scored 4 stars out of 5. Today I'm going to review the 5 perfumes which were scored 4 stars from this trial pack, which you can purchase from her website. And the perfumes being Hana Hiraku, Sakura, Hyouge, Silk Iris, and Satori. Okay, so first I would like to start with Hana Hiraku. Okay, so the perfumer is Satori Osawa. She does her own perfumes by herself, so all of her perfumes will be perfumed by Satori Osawa, Satori Madam. This was released in 2006. Some of the notes are creamy melon, bergamot, magnolia, tuberose, jasmine, rose, ylang ylang, miso candy, charred soy sauce, beeswax, sandalwood, and so forth. So Hana Hiraku in English means opening flower. So in her write-up, it says that the scent is inspired by magnolia flowers powerfully blooming in the spring. This perfume opens up with a prominent melon cantaloupe note. So this melon note is what you would find in freshly cut, open, ripe melons. It smells very sweet and milky. So I got it dry down here. The opening almost comes across as gourmandish to me. The perfume develops quite quickly and drastically. It settles down to a slightly sweet floral mixture of rose, ylang ylang, and iris, with the melon accord on the side. The development really kind of feels like a flower opening up to me. The florals are smoothly blended, and I can't really pick up individual notes that much. There's something ever so slightly animalic in the background. I couldn't figure it out what it was, but I was surprised to see that the notes listed on our website, and to see, like miso and charred soy sauce or whatever. You don't notice the notes unless you read it on something. The miso and soy sauce accord gives it a barely noticeable culinary effect, I say, which kind of puts the blend together and adds depth to the floral notes. This perfume is quite soft and sits relatively close to the skin. The blend is smooth and there's hardly any edges. There's no harshness whatsoever. Longevity would be around the 5 or 6 hour mark. Overall, I would describe this as a melon flavor floral. It's really unique, and I have never really smelled anything like it. Actually, it was ranked top in the new accords list of the Perfumes Guide. So, there you go. This would be a perfume to consider if you are looking for a unique take on florals. The second perfume would be Shogei. Okay, this was released in 2008. Some of the notes are green leaf, sage, violet, jasmine, patchouli, wood, and iris. So Shogei would probably be the most noticeably unique perfume on today's list, and probably the most unique in her entire lineup as well. Shogei is trying to capture the matcha and the entire experience of Sado. Before we get into the smell, by the way, matcha is very different from green tea. In green tea, you basically just pour hot water into cut dried green tea leaves, right? In matcha, the tea leaves are grounded into powder. The matcha drink is prepared by stirring the powder with a bamboo brush with water very quickly. The taste of matcha is a lot more thick, bitter, greener, and intense compared to normal green tea. This is because you're consuming the entire leaf rather than just the extract. Coming back to this perfume, this is basically, it smells exactly the same as a freshly prepared matcha, okay? You're immediately hit with extremely green and grassy, bitter green tea note. It's so bitter and earthy that it may be off-putting to some people. The intenseness calms down as it dries down. You come to notice a natural sweetness of the green tea itself. The overall experience is very dry, and you will pick up the powderiness from the iris also. The projection is slightly on the soft side, and the longevity is around 6 hours for me. This perfume is, quite versatile. Interestingly, you can wear it in all seasons. Maybe I would like to wear this for relaxing, just for the calming effect from the green teas. What I like about this perfume is that it reminds me of the entire Sato experience in the special team rooms with the tatami floors, right? Tatami floors are like the Japanese style flooring made from straws. I mean, this is like a total Japanese experience in a bottle. This is the most Japanese perfume I have ever put my nose on for sure. This perfume would only come from Madame Satori, as she has all these background as a Sato master. This is a totally unique fragrance that all fragrance lovers should put their nose on at least once. Okay, so next I would like to go with Sakura. Okay, so Sakura was released in 2004, one of the earliest releases in her lineup. Some of the notes are shiso, cherry, sakura, jasmine, rose, oak moss, incense woods, and musk. So Sakura would mean cherry blossom in Japanese, and the write-up says that she has captured the fresh sakura flowers as well as the art of the flowers dispersing. This perfume is a very soft, floral sakura scent. You can notice the jasmine and rose, even the incense, but the perfume is very well blended and extremely smooth. The cherry vibe is so faint that you might even miss it, but the natural sweetness of it softens up the entire experience. The scent itself doesn't feel groundbreaking or anything to me by any means, but not to take anything away from that, but what is shocking to me is the smoothness. This is the most outstanding feature of this perfume, is the smoothness. It's so silky, smooth, creamy, there's no edges, there's no harshness, there's no edges or anything like that. Just so smooth. And the projection is super soft, okay? More like a skin scent, not a fragrance you would like to use and you want people to notice it, okay? So this is not anything offensive, very subtle, very soft. Very pleasing to the nose, absolutely non-offensive. You cannot go wrong with it. You can wear it year-round. Ladies should definitely consider using this as a signature scent. Very Japanese in that perspective. I would recommend this to anyone who likes soft, smooth florals. So the fourth fragrance would be Silk Iris. Okay, so this was released in 2010. Some of the notes are lemon bergamot, green leaves, elemi, iris, violet leaf, rose, and mimosa, frankincense, sandalwood, and white musk. As the name implies, this is an iris-focused fragrance, and boy, do I adore this one. Okay, so you get the fresh lemon and bergamot in the opening with a dominant iris note. I captured green tea note, which makes this iris experience very soothing. In the dry down, you get a soft iris sandalwood musk combination. The iris you experience from this perfume is exceptional, okay? Silky, smooth, soft, fresh iris done to perfection. It's done masterfully. What I can visualize from this perfume is a very thin, white silk textile shawl wrapped around your neck. It's sparkling in white, dim light, white, soft white light. This is how it really smells like, oh my god, it's like so sparkly, silky smooth. Hands down, this is one of the probably the best Irish perfumes that I've ever put my nose on. I mean, I believe Madame Satori's blending skills, like her skill of smoothing out notes, really matches with the note of iris. So the projection is moderate and longevity is around like 5 hours or so. I mean, not on the good side, but it doesn't really matter. I like it. And the perfume is quite feminine to my nose, but I don't care. I'm going to wear the heck out of this and buy a full bottle as soon as this goes away. Wow. I mean, this fragrance totally blows my mind every time I put my nose on it, every time I wear it. So, I mean, not only if you're an Irish lover, I mean, this is a must-try fragrance. Absolutely worth the money. Please try to test this at least once. And the final fragrance from today would be Satori. Okay? This was released in 2006. Some of the notes are coriander, bergamot, clove, cinnamon, cacao, vanilla, frankincense, oud, cara, sandalwood. So I believe this would be her most adored fragrance and her flagship perfume in her entire collection. It's named after her, it's her name. So this perfume is trying to capture the scent of cara. So cara is the highest degree of oud or agarwood, which you can find in the Far East. However, real cara is like so scarce and close to non-existent. At least new ones. And if there were any, it would be outrageously too expensive to put into a perfume. So I don't think there's any real cara in this, but I think she is trying to create a cara vibe. By the way, I have never smelled real cara before. I have no clue what it smells like. All I can do is compare it to some other oud-based perfumes in the market today. So sorry about that. Okay, so how does it smell? So in the opening, you get a sharp green citrusy note. Citrusy sparkle. It develops into an extremely smooth and intensely wood oud kind of vibe. The oud or cara in this perfume has absolutely no skankiness or medicinal aspects. It's almost like you don't have that skankiness. There's nothing daring about it. It's almost like you took out the skanky animalic aspects and replaced it by a creamy sandalwood incense base. The word that comes to my mind is pure, okay? It's so pure that it feels like the pleasing aspects of oud has been extracted. You can appreciate the well-blended, like cloves, cinnamon, vanilla vibe without the skanky parts of oud distracting you. The smell reminds me of old Japanese temples where they burn a lot of incenses. There's like a calming effect to me, it's really nostalgic as well. It's kind of classic in that means, but it doesn't smell any outdated by any means. The projection is moderate. It doesn't scream off your skin. Very smooth and rounded again. And it's really easy to wear all year round. I would say it's a mature scent, but it would be a great signature scent if you were able to pull this off. If you like ouds and you're expecting something really daring, this is not the one for you. There's nothing daring or off-putting. It's very pleasing to the nose. So it might not be the one for you. But on the other hand, I would highly recommend this perfume to you if you're trying to get into ouds, or you like ouds but you want something that's not overpowering or the everyday oud kind of scent. This is the one for you. Okay, so that's pretty much covers my take on Parfum Satori's 5 perfumes. What I noticed from sniffing her perfumes is that she is very focused on bringing the Japanese qualities to the fragrance world. all these perfumes that I sniffed today really feel somewhat Japanese to me. The other thing that I noticed is that she is immense skill in smoothing out. All of them were like super silky smooth, so if you like smooth scents, this is the house you should be looking at. I really enjoyed all of her perfume. I'm looking forward to trying out some of the other perfumes in her lineup, so I highly recommend anyone looking out for Japanese perfumes. Please take a look at her creations. That's it for today. Thank you for joining. If you like the content, please click that like button and subscribe for more updates on Japanese perfumes. See you in the next video. Bye.